Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Jamal, Mall Talk Network, episode 7 this time. Shout out everybody that's been supporting, everybody that's been liking the videos. Today, I got a real special video. Well, not even special. I got a topic that is near and dear to my heart. I'm here to talk about the classic LeBron.
Introduce myself. My name is Bron.
Versus Michael Jordan debate.
If they take it, Michael goes again. Jordan. Oh, yeah. Michael has saved his best for last.
You see the jersey I got on. And not between who's better or who's the greatest. I'm going to talk about what I think about that part of the whole debate later on. But I just want to bring some insight to y'all about some things that I don't think people really think about or pay too much attention to when it comes to this debate. I'm going to give you guys a name. I'm going to give you guys a list of players that Michael Jordan has beat, and none of them have ever won a championship. You got Charles Barkley, you got Clyde Drexler, you got Patrick Ewing, John Stockton, Reggie Miller, and Karl Malone. All these guys have faced Michael Jordan and lost and never won a championship. This is a pretty lengthy list. All these guys are Hall of Famers too. All of them are in the Hall of Fame. All of them. Did any one of them ever think to join forces to beat this guy? Did any of them sit back and say, we can't seem to beat this guy. Maybe I should get over my own ego and join one of those dudes over there so we can beat him. Michael Jordan is the consensus greatest player in NBA history, according to the majority. He's the greatest scorer, if you ask me. I think he is the greatest player of all time. I think LeBron is just the best man to ever pick up a basketball physically. I think he's the best to ever put a ball through the hoop. Michael Jordan is just the greatest. 6-0 is just something that you can't really debate. But I want to get back to my point though. The way that the NBA, since LeBron entered, the way that these guys have joined forces, the way that these guys have teamed up, the way that these guys have conspired to go against LeBron James, do you know what it stems from? It stems from all those guys in the NBA and the teams not doing that when Michael Jordan was in the league. They were the only team with 3 Hall of Famers on one team. They were leaps and bounds better than everybody. But nobody really talks about that. The level of competition, it's not even comparable to what LeBron has had to play. LeBron has literally faced the greatest team ever assembled in NBA history. If you listen to any interviews of any of these old time players, they all say they weren't going to allow themselves to leave and join another team. They say, no, we're going to take these L's rather than join up to beat him. That's what they all said. But none of you guys ever thought to join teams the way Kevin Durant joined the Warriors. Charles Barkley, we all know about his stint with the Rockets, joining in Hakeem when he's way past his prime. It was a little too late for him. The way when LeBron decided to go to the Lakers, teams like the Rockets and the Spurs were calling the New Orleans Pelicans and telling them not to make the trade for Anthony Davis because they didn't want it to go to the Lakers. Things like that were happening. And then the fool, Dell Demps, the original GM of the New Orleans Pelicans at the time when the trade rumors were going around and the scenarios of what they were going to do to acquire Anthony Davis for the Lakers, he decided to listen to Greg Popovich and all the other teams that were calling him and telling him not to make the trade. You know what ended up happening? He got fired. And then the next guy came in and did the exact same thing that he should have done.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
No one in NBA history has done more with less than LeBron James. Michael Jordan has never had to play a team as good as the Warriors. Ever. Ever. Not the Pistons, not the Celtics, not the Lakers. None of those teams were even close. When you sit back and you think about the things that LeBron James went through in his career towards the second half, when you had teams joining forces, KD was being texted before the season was up. He was talking to Draymond Green that whole year, texting back and forth. They were both texting each other. Join us, come over here, come to Golden State. We can't beat LeBron, come over here. He went to the finals 9 straight years. Listen, like I said earlier, LeBron James is the best to ever do it. He's the best to ever pick up a basketball. Michael Jordan is just the greatest. He's 6-0. His peak was so high that it probably would never be reached. But to sit here and say that it's not even a comparison or that there shouldn't even be a debate is crazy. But you still hear that to this day, even after this 4th championship he's won. What if Charles Barkley? What if Clyde Drexler? What if Patrick Ewing? What if Reggie Miller? What if these guys would have sat down on the offseason one year and just was like, look, we can't beat this guy. We can't beat him with Scotty and Dennis. We got to join forces, y'all. Let's get over our own egos. would Michael Jordan still be 6-0? Let me know what y'all think, man. This is just something coming off my head. I've thought about it for a long time. And another thing. It's the consensus in major media, ESPN, Fox, all these other networks, that Michael Jordan is the greatest. But here's another thing I want y'all to think about. Mike Greenberg, one of the head honchos at ESPN, who I just get up every morning, I'm a big fan of his show. He has come out and said that he doesn't believe he would be where he is today if it wasn't for Michael Jordan. With that being known, what makes you think he would come out and say anything negative about Michael Jordan, knowing that his career was made by him? Even if he felt LeBron James was better than him, why would he come out and say it? Just food for thought, man. Just food for thought. Thank y'all for tuning in again. I appreciate everybody that comes in and looks at these videos. I appreciate everybody that shows support, subscribing and liking. Thank you guys. I'm starting to figure out how to shorten these videos because I know y'all don't want to hear me talk for 12 minutes. Episode 8 coming soon. Catch y'all next time. Deuce.